continuously they have been addressing me as a chief guest. I have already mentioned this before. I have no problem with chief. Just guest is something that concerns me. All right. So first of all, we are here to celebrate 73rd Republic Day. So very happy Republic Day to you all. And obviously we have seen a very wonderful program till now. There have been a few amazing performances. And we need to understand one thing, or at least this is what I feel, that this is the most important day of the year. We celebrate many days in a year, many festivals. As ma'am already mentioned, we have so many religions. Every religion have their some important days. But as a nation, why it is the most important thing? Because rules and regulations are something that runs the nation, and not just the nation, any organization or any institution. They are always, they are administered by someone's vision and driven by rules and regulations. So this is the day when rules and regulations of Indians, drafted by Indians, for Indians, was implemented. Rules were there before also, but they were by the Britishers, for the Britishers, not for Indians. So it's a very special day, and I respect this day the most. Even like this is the most important day to spread the message of how important leadership is. And talking about leadership nowadays, Indian youth have been contributing a lot. There's a very recent show on television, Shark Tank India. A lot of people watch it. It's new in India. It's already been for years in Australia and US and UK. But that shows young entrepreneurs come in. They're 25 years old. They're 26 years old. They're running $1 billion businesses, and that shows that they know how to implement rules, and they are very young. So this is why I feel that this is the most important day of the year. Apart from that, if we talk about our organization, our institution that we are running here, first of all, I'm very proud that now we have changed our board of directives from state board to central board, and now we are a CBSE school. So that's a very good thing. I remember when, yeah, thank you. I remember when the CBSE inspecting committee, they came here. There were more than 12 hours here in our campus, and few of them were present there. They inspected each and everything, in and out, every single minute thing, and at the end of the day, they were very satisfied. And that is what brings joy and happiness, that we are doing a job properly, and that's why they granted us the permission of CBSE school. Now, there would be few things changing since we have changed our board, and those are very important things which I think that I should discuss it here. Anyways, I'm open to all ideas. If you disagree with me, we can have a discussion later. If you talk about leadership, as I was talking, it's very important for schools, for educational institutions, to behave in such a way that every student that comes out of the school is not less than a global leader. It's not less than an successful entrepreneur. It's not less than an inspiring global personality. We have Satya Nadella, Sundar Pichai. They are Indians and they are ruling the world, and there's no doubt in it. But the amazing thing behind that, they all have been passed out of IITs or NITs or some of the best India's institute. That shows how important it is to be a part of good educational institution for the student. And being the management side of it, it's our duty, it's our job to execute it very properly. And for that, we are working day and night very hard to change the ecosystem. Now there are thousands of loopholes in education system of India. We all know that, and a lot of people talk about it, but hardly anyone talk about the solution for it. And we are working on the solution. The first thing is infrastructure, not just the. Of course, we have a international level infrastructure. If you look at our premises, our building is top notch. and I was there when it was being in making. I was in 10th or 11th grade. I used to come with my dad every day and used to see the thousands of people working there. There's a lot of hard work, blood, souls, and a lot of things involved behind making of it, which usually people don't see. It's all behind the scenes, but we are very proud to have that. And not just the offline infrastructure, even the online infrastructure, we have a mobile app. And in near future, we are going to improve it significantly. Although it has many features even today, it tracks almost every activity of the student, the attendance, and we even offer the UPI payment for fees that is very hassle free and that makes everyone's job very easy, even the management side and the student side. And of course, there's no taxes involved in between. So infrastructure is, I think we are on a very strong side of that. Second is the curriculum, which is very important because it's not the book who teaches a student. It's a good book. It's a relevant book. If I'm studying something that is not relevant to the present, I think it's equal than studying nothing. And that's why from standard 6 itself, we decided to start foundation courses, which will help them, to give to help them in future examinations and competitive examinations like JEE, NEET, and there are many examinations. So that curriculum we have designed a thought of future. We want to make our student unique, and when he goes in the examination hall to give the toughest exam of country, one of the toughest of the world, he should feel confident. He should feel that yes, I have the knowledge to crack it because I have been through that, and you just enter the examination hall and it's scary because there are thousands of people around you and you think everybody is in the same race and there are only few people who are going to win it. It's scary, it's intimidating. That's why we need to make an ecosystem where our students feel very comfortable and confident when they face such situations, because I have been there, so I relate to it a lot. So we are working on curriculum a lot. That's very important. And when it's curriculum, it's competition. That's why we make every student of our institution from standard 6 to 12th to appear for competitions. And that is the most important thing, because you keep practicing, but you never get a chance to perform. Then what's the matter of practice? So that's why participating in these competitive exams are very important. But you don't have to just participate. I'm talking for both teachers and students. Just for the sake of participation or for a marketing purpose that we make our students take part in this exam, take part in that exam. If you don't get or you don't get results, you have to give your best fight. You have to put your best foot forward for every exam you give. It has to be a very serious implementation of curriculum on every examination, and we are really working on that. You know what happens sometimes? Not the most intelligent one wins. Sometimes you should have the key to win competitions. You may know a lot of questions, you may attempt a lot of questions, but every one negative mark pulls you very down than a positive 4 marks. And you will only get the sense of that when you appear into different competitions. Then you will understand that it's not -1, it's actually -5. Because +4 you lost because you did wrong, and -1 because you did wrong. So that's minus 5, and that pulls you very down. So it's a very intuitive thing to go into a competition and sit and give a competitive exam. No one can teach you, no teacher. There's no fixed strategy. So if you appear and visit more and more competitive examinations, you are used to of the environment, then that intuition is developed. And I think that's why we are focusing on the competitive examination so much. And every student who is listening to me, it's very important to take it very seriously, as we give our final examinations in school. We have to give every competition, because it's not just a competitive exam or result. maybe you get the result, maybe you improve, but it's also opportunities. You can get scholarships, you can get selected for national institutions. It, there's an exam in 11th grade, KVP wala, Kishore Vaidyanik Protsahan Yojana examination. If you score well in that, you directly get admission in IISc Bangalore. And that's the good part of competition, right? These are national level competitions. You compete with students throughout the nation, and there's a whole lot of opportunities present for you. So we are focusing on that, and we are doing good because students are appearing, and obviously it takes time. It takes time to get result. It takes time to settle down. It takes time to get notes. So I've talked about infrastructure. I've talked about curriculum and competitions. We are really doing well. Also, we have good teachers. We have handpicked them, right? I can trust. I can trust teachers. They are doing, yeah, they are doing their job well. Also, I believe that's the last thing I want to say. I know I'm taking a lot of time, and you all are bored because it's end of the program. Uh, when we talk about education, majorly there are two types which are lacking in the society. One is activity-based learning, and another is research-based learning. Now, research-based learning is not possible for school. It's for older kids, right? I cannot expect a school student or a 14-year-old guy to go and research and give me some thesis. That would be a whole lot of burden, and I don't want to put burden on anyone. That should be implemented on degree level, which is of course lacking. As I'm myself pursuing engineering, I could see that's lacking. But activity-based learning is the most important thing. Every school should implement it because you can read anything. You can read autobiographies. You can read experiments, but at the most they can only inspire you. They cannot. They cannot fulfill your aspirations. They cannot settle in your brain for your entire life. But if you do some activity, that will be there for you, probably forever. So it's very important. Also, when we talk about students, when they are in school, nobody is interested in opening the book and mugging up everything and giving exam. It's always fun to do some activity. And when we make learning fun, then, then the students are learning. And that's what lacking in probably everywhere around India, that they make curriculum or the study in such a way that you as a whole start hating the whole concept of learning. You stop learning because you have been through that in your school and you don't want to learn anymore. So we are focusing on activity based learning a lot. And that's why you see there are hardly 10 to 12 regular activities that happen around everywhere. 26 Jan, 15 August, Teachers Day, Parents Day, Annual Days. These are very regular 10 or 12, and nobody goes beyond that. But I'm very proud to say that here that this year we conducted more than 100 activities. That is that is more than 10 times of the average. So and I'm damn sure that from next years these numbers will increase. These numbers will increase, and activity is not every time you have to take a craft paper or take cardboard. Even if you solve a worksheet other than your textbook or your assignment book, that's an activity. Even if you take a small effort to bring something more on the table for students, that has learning, that has fun, and they what they like, then that's an activity, and definitely will increase the number from 100 is a huge number. Almost every week, there are 2 or 3 activities going on different grades, different class. So that's a very good thing. So I think as a whole we are working really nice, and we need to work as a family because this is our country, right? And we are in the making of its future. So it's our duty to perform good our job, and we are doing that. I'm not saying we are not doing that. We are already doing it. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much for being so patient and listening me carefully. Thank you very much.